You are not here by chance. If you seek a fuller life, with a sharp mind, a keen memory, and a body full of vitality, natural teas are your greatest allies. Today, we will unveil the secrets of a powerful tea, a true treasure of the Mediterranean that can transform your energy, your digestion, and most importantly, the health of your brain. Have you ever thought about how the simple habit of drinking tea can revolutionize your ability to focus, learn, and remember? Do you already use natural teas in your routine? What is your experience with them? Tell us in the comments below. We really want to know your story and learn from you. From dew of the sea to elixir of youth, from a tool for students to a symbol of eternal remembrance, rosemary is not just an herb, it is a living library. Each leaf carries the echoes of these stories, legends, and uses. And now, modern science is beginning to decipher the chemical secrets behind what our ancestors already knew by intuition. And it is into that science that we will dive next. For centuries, the power of rosemary was knowledge passed down through tradition and experience. Today, we have the privilege of looking through the lens of science and understanding the magic that happens inside our bodies when we drink a cup of this tea. What the Greeks felt intuitively, we can begin to explain biochemically. The great secret of rosemary lies in its bioactive compounds. Think of them as small, intelligent messengers that travel through your body to protect and optimize its functions. The main players are carnosic acid, rosmarinic acid, and a volatile oil called cineole. First, and most importantly, the effect on memory and focus. Cineole, present in the aroma of rosemary, has been shown in studies to have an almost immediate effect. By inhaling its scent, the molecules travel directly to the brain, where they can increase levels of acetylcholine, a vital neurotransmitter for memory and learning. It's as if rosemary helps to fine-tune the communication between your neurons, making the process of thinking and remembering faster and more efficient. Carnosic acid, in turn, acts as a true bodyguard for brain cells, protecting them from free radical damage, a process we can call cellular rusting, which is linked to aging and cognitive decline. Second, its powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory action. Imagine your body in a constant battle against stress, pollution, and an inadequate diet. This battle generates inflammation and oxidative stress, which are silent enemies of our health, especially brain health. Chronic inflammation in the brain is associated with mental fog, fatigue, and, in the long term, neurodegenerative diseases. Rosemary tea enters as an army of peace. Its antioxidants neutralize free radicals, and its anti-inflammatory compounds help to put out the fire, creating a healthier environment for your brain to thrive. Third, mood improvement and stress relief. The connection between rosemary tea and mental well-being is no coincidence. Studies suggest it can help reduce levels of cortisol, the famous stress hormone, in our blood. Less cortisol circulating means a calmer response to stress, less anxiety, and a general feeling of greater control and balance. The very ritual of preparing and drinking the tea, as we've mentioned, is already a form of active meditation that calms the nervous system. And the benefits don't stop at the brain. Rosemary is also a fantastic ally for digestion. It stimulates bile production by the liver, which is essential for digesting fats, and has a carminative effect, which helps relieve gas and bloating. And here is a vital connection that modern science increasingly values: the gut-brain axis. A healthy gut contributes directly to a healthy mind. By taking care of your digestion with rosemary tea, you are, indirectly, taking care of your mental clarity. Therefore, when you consume this tea, you are not just hydrating yourself. You are actively protecting your neurons, fighting inflammation, balancing your hormones, and optimizing your digestion. It is a complete act of self-care that nourishes the body to strengthen the mind, honoring ancestral wisdom with the knowledge of the present. Now that we understand the history and science behind rosemary tea, let's get practical. Because the way you prepare your tea can make all the difference in extracting its benefits and flavor. The magic is in the details. Let's start with the perfect infusion, the classic method. Choosing the herb. If you can, opt for fresh rosemary. It has a more vibrant and complex flavor. Use a sprig of about 10 centimeters, 4 inches, per cup. If you use dried rosemary, the measurement is 1 teaspoon of leaves per 250 milliml, about 8.5 Oz cup of water. Water is the soul. Use filtered or mineral water. The quality of the water directly affects the final taste. The crucial temperature. This is the biggest secret. Do not boil the water with the rosemary in it, and do not pour boiling water over it. Excessive heat destroys the precious essential oils. Heat the water until small bubbles begin to form at the bottom of the pot before it reaches a rolling boil around 90 degrees Celsius, 194 degrees Fahrenheit. The infusion time. Turn off the heat, add the rosemary, and most importantly, cover the cup or teapot. Let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. The lid traps the vapors rich in essential oils, which then return to your tea. 5 minutes will result in a milder and more invigorating tea. 10 minutes will result in a stronger tea with more pronounced medicinal properties. Strain and enjoy. Strain the leaves and drink the tea plain to appreciate its flavor. If you prefer, you can add a little honey or a few drops of lemon. But who said rosemary tea always has to be hot? Let's get creative. Recipe 1. Revigorating iced rosemary and orange tea. Prepare the infusion as I taught, but use 2 sprigs of rosemary. Let it cool completely. In a pitcher with plenty of ice, pour the tea and add the juice of 1 freshly squeezed orange and a few slices of the fruit. It's the perfect drink for a hot afternoon to maintain focus and hydration. Recipe 2. Total focus. Green juice. Prepare 200 ml, about 7 Oz, of rosemary tea and let it cool. In a blender, combine the tea with a green apple, a handful of spinach, a small piece of ginger, and the juice of half a lemon. A true superfood to start the day with your brain and body switched on. And how about enhancing the effects with smart combinations? Rosemary with ginger, an unbeatable anti-inflammatory duo, great for digestion and the immune system. Rosemary with peppermint, perfect for after lunch. It aids digestion and provides extra mental freshness. Rosemary with Sicilian lemon peel adds a delicious citrus note and a dose of vitamin C, enhancing the antioxidant action. And to finish, a common myth. The more rosemary I add and the longer I let it steep, the better. This is a myth. Excess can make the tea bitter and unpleasant, in addition to over-concentrating its compounds. The secret is in the balance. The ideal is to consume 1 to 3 cups a day, preferably in the morning or early afternoon, to make the most of its stimulating effects. We have reached the most important part of our guide, because true knowledge is not just about the benefits, but also about safe and responsible use. Always remember this mantra. The fact that it is natural does not mean it is risk-free. Nature is powerful, and we must treat it with respect and wisdom. Rosemary tea is a gift, but it is not for everyone, and excess can be harmful. Please pay close attention. First, the clear contraindications. Who should not consume rosemary tea? Pregnant women and women trying to conceive. This is the most serious warning. Rosemary can stimulate the uterus and menstrual flow, posing a risk of miscarriage. Its use is strongly discouraged during this phase. Lactating women. The compounds in rosemary can pass into breast milk, and there are no studies that guarantee its safety for the baby. Therefore, avoid it. Children under 6 years old. Their systems are still developing and are more sensitive. People with a history of seizures or epilepsy. Rosemary contains a substance called camphor, which in high doses can be neurotoxic and potentially trigger seizures. People with severe liver or kidney disease should always consult a doctor before using any medicinal herb. Second, possible drug interactions. If you use any of these medications, talk to your doctor. Anticoagulants, such as warfarin or aspirin. Rosemary can thin the blood, and the combination may increase the risk of bleeding. Hypertension medications. Rosemary can affect blood pressure. In some people, it can raise it, interfering with medication control. Diuretics. The tea already has a mild diuretic effect, and the combination can lead to excessive fluid loss and electrolyte imbalance. Lithium. Rosemary can alter how the body eliminates lithium, which is dangerous. Third, side effects of excessive consumption. Drinking more than 3 or 4 cups a day or making an extremely concentrated tea can lead to irritation in the stomach, intestines, and even the kidneys. Moderation is key. Finally, and most importantly, This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the evaluation of a healthcare professional. Before starting the regular use of any tea for therapeutic purposes, consult your doctor or a registered dietitian. They know your health history and can guide you in the safest way. And don't forget the quality of the product. Try to buy rosemary from reliable sources, preferably organic, to avoid pesticides. Care begins with the choice of the herb you put in your cup. Using nature's gifts with knowledge is the ultimate proof of self-care. Our journey today has taken us from the Mediterranean coast to the neurons in our brain. We have seen how a simple sprig of rosemary is, in fact, a bridge between ancestral wisdom and modern well-being. Taking care of your mind is not a luxury. It is the foundation of everything. And, as we have seen, this care can begin with the simple and powerful ritual of preparing a cup of tea. Now, the most important question is for you. What habit related to your mental health and well-being will you start cultivating today? If this video brought you knowledge and inspiration, help us spread this message of health. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our future journeys into the world of nature. Turn on the notification bell to be the first to know. And now, we want to hear your voice. Share your experience with Rosemary in the comments. Did you already know this fascinating story? Are you going to try our iced tea? Your sharing enriches our community. Remember, you are not alone on this wellness journey. I will be waiting for you here again for more discoveries about the health that comes from nature. Gratitude.